Now, tomorrow marks 2 long weeks, and those catastrophic storms knocked out power in northwest Indiana. And tonight, businesses are telling us about how it's impacted them. Thousands of residents also telling us still they're dealing with these brutal living conditions, no electricity, no air conditioning.
Yeah, the outage numbers are finally starting to come down from that peak at 300,000. See, we're down to 3,500 now in Lake County, Indiana. But the patience is just about run out. JC Navarette live in Gary tonight with the frustration, but also, JC, the demand for answers from NIPSCO about why this is taking so long.
Yeah, Steph and Allison, you guys said it. The patience is through here. You take a look behind me. We're just in front of this church where earlier tonight it was packed with the business community in Gary. They are starting to feel that pinch here after 13 days without electricity. Those inside tell me that they just want answers and they want NIPSCO to be held accountable. More importantly, they want to know what's being done so that this never happens again.
I'm out of business. Can't talk to them, can't get to them.
Stephen Mays runs his own State Farm insurance agency. As you can imagine, he's been swamped with calls and claims since the August 11th storm. Now the prolonged outage is leaving some of his clients with even more damage.
Now the sump pump's not working. The basements are flooding. 5 days later, we got a mold problem.
He's one of dozens that packed his church in Gary, looking for a response from city officials and NIPSCO. Many here braving the outage for the better part of 13 days. Now they turn to prayer, grateful to have their lights back on. The mayor on Monday echoing the same concerns as his constituents.
How do we not be in the same position? How do we harden the infrastructure that is going to sustain 100+ mile-an-hour wind in the future?
And now Indiana Governor Mike Braun demanding an investigation into NIPSCO, raising questions about its preparation for and response to the severe weather. NIPSCO telling NBC5 crews are working 24 hours a day to repair and rebuild infrastructure damaged by this historic storm. The lights finally turning back on for Natasha and her grandmother Monday morning, 13 days after the storm hit.
No more generator. Everything will be back to normal. We can use the fans. It won't be hot. Like, it's good to have the power back on.
And it's not lost on Natasha what she lived through and the added stress of caring for her grandmother.
Almost 2 weeks, 14 days. No, it was rough. It was rough. I won't lie. It was rough. I don't never want to go through that no more, for real.
You can just imagine what she had to go through with her grandmother. Now, as of last check at 9 o'clock, NIPSCO telling us that 1,500 customers remain without electricity here in Gary. The goal here is to have communities like Gary back on the grid entirely by tomorrow night. We'll, of course, have to wait and see if that comes to fruition. But as for right now here, the need continues. That's why the City Life Center is going to continue to give out breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of the week. Allison?
JC, thank you.